Okay, welcome everyone. Today is the start of a second character. I mean, I guess I kind of started it already, level 6 here, but this build is supposed to be a pure faith build using some of the shock element. I have a few different pure faith weapons that I wanted to try out, so I'm just building up this character now to see what some of these weapons actually feel like to use. In the previous stream, I completed my endgame pure fire build or my pure mage build. That was pretty fun to mess around with. So now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We managed to kill Echo Knight last night for the first time since the Breach update. So, um, kind of feel a little bit completed on this character here. I think I will put out a video here soon just going over the build and kind of how it functions and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we are working on the second build. Have a couple other characters that are in progress. I have a quality build here that I'm starting to work up towards. I have a pure dex build as well, but I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sold on pure dex at the moment. I haven't really found a weapon that fits my ideal playstyle for dexterity. I know gauntlets are a popular weapon since they're new and stuff like that, but I haven't really enjoyed it too much myself. I'm still on the hunt for my favorite weapon in the game, which is the Spirit Edge, which, as far as it was in the previous iteration of the game, it was a pure faith weapon, one-handed longsword. So, still trying to find that. I don't know if it still exists in the game. Would be extremely sad if they happen to remove that, because that weapon, it's so much fun to play with. So we're still on the hunt for that to see if it eventually drops. It's been elusive so far. So where things picked up last night is we were just about to the end of the shallows here. So I'm just going to go and grab the usual resources that are available around here so I can start building up Sacrament as soon as I get there. I did put out a tips and tricks video from, a little bit more of a veteran player. If you guys are interested in seeing some of those, go check out the channel for that. Goes over some neat little things to know about the game to try to help maximize your resources early on into your Wicked experience. But again, that's more catered towards beginners who are just starting out for the first time. Last night I was trying to fight against some creatures that are level 21 or higher. That was an experience as a level 4 character or whatever I was at the time. I still need a shovel. Close to level 7, so I'll just try to see if there's enough experience around here to level up, and then we can get ready to fight Warwick. Hit me. I need to find a shovel so I can start getting clay and stuff like that. I don't remember where the starting shovel drops from is one of the issues. He did not care about that attack. Is he gonna fall? Nope. I wouldn't be opposed to using like a plague weapon while starting up these early levels, but I do intend to transition this build into more of a melee one-hander build. There was a cool weapon that I found that I really want to put to use that uses the shock element. Don't remember what the actual sword is called off the top of my head, but it had its base rune attack is called like Storm Piercer or something like that. Sounds really cool. And from the animation of it, didn't actually get to really put it into use, but it seemed pretty decently powerful, so I want to see how a dedicated build to it actually feels to play. And of course, we're still building up our repertoire of weapons to see what we would like to play later on when they add multiplayer, and more specifically PvP, because I think this game has some really good potential for it being a pretty fun PvP type of game, especially if you like Dark Souls type of PvP. Okay, let's see if we can fight Warwick here. Make sure I got my flame oil, because he's pretty weak to fire. Skip this cutscene. Oops, I tried to apply them. Oh. That was not good. Couple awkward hits in there, but pretty smooth otherwise. And we get our level up, so we're gonna put a couple points in health. I still want to get a little bit more equip load at the moment, and then from here we'll start building up some of our faith. I also think with this type of melee oriented build, unlike it being a mage build, I probably want to put more focus into stamina. Unless I can find a pretty decent jade ring to help mitigate some of the stamina costs, so one thing to take into consideration.
It's all right, Winnick. I apologize for the lack of hospitality. My friend here has his guard up for good reason. Once the raiders took the old fortress, their bloodshed has drawn more and more of those things towards our city. How did you manage to slay that monstrosity? My God. You're Serum. The Watcher's call has been answered.
Ha! I told that old coot he was wasting his time. For once, I'm glad I was wrong. Serum, in the flesh and on our island.
How do we feel about Winnick as a character?
I thought you'd be taller.
Your kind's welcome within our walls. I trust you'll find a home here. Seek the Watcher, up in the rookery. Welcome to Sacrament.
I love this camera work and this shot of the night sky over Sacrament. This game is very pretty.
First, oh, God, me in. Oh, but no. Well, in that case.
Never. The rookery is just up ahead. You should go to the rookery.
All right.
How
Always got to check Greenwich. See what he's got to offer. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I need to go and see what he's offering. Okay, this ring is probably decent to have early on. 2 silver. I can barely afford that. What do we got for meals? Crab stuffed. We can sell some of our other things and buy these fallen embers. I'll hold on to this for a moment. Okay, we can get this last fall number. Do I need clay right now? Oh, here's a shovel. I can just buy the shovel. 96 copper seems like so much for a freaking shovel. Actually, which is better? Regainable health or equip load? I'm not actually sure. I mean, I'll hold on to both for now. Doesn't hurt.
I've got things you didn't know you couldn't live without.
If you make for the rookery.
I don't hear. Have you been written from Risbeth? Are you my dad?
A true Sacrament.
The beast outside our gates is a sign.
I need to work my way over to the rookery. I actually really like the wooden sword. It's got a surprisingly good moveset for what it is.
The rookery lies just across
Oh, I forgot to check and see if Fennec is what he had to offer. Crap. Do you think he's still here? I know it's later in the day. I should definitely go check that after I get the rookery all set up. For those of you who don't know, Fennec is a vendor that you can get access to once you complete the Nameless Pass. He offers unique weapons or like rare weapons and stuff like that, but he's only available on Saturdays at certain times. And I would like to not miss his shop availability, so I definitely need to go check to see what he's got. It's also nice to have multiple realms available with him accessible, because each realm has its own unique set of items. So you can always have more variants if you have multiple realms set up. These 4 guards are awesome. I really like their weapons.
Governor Ellsworth.
Madrigal Celine, I apologize for the lack of a formal welcome. If you sent word, it must have been lost.
A welcome sight, though, aren't they? About time Phelan sent reinforcements.
My inquisition is here as an act of mercy, Baron Winnick. There is an unholy presence on this island. I have come on behalf of King Magnus, who sent me...
King Magnus? The boy.
Forgive me. I thought you had heard. Your brother, the king, has passed.
How long?
It will be a week tomorrow. You should return to Phelan, Governor. Your nephew has extended his hand. He invites you to rejoin the family.
Thank you, Madrigal. But Sacra is my home.
I'm
Sacra
interested
will
to
be in
see
capable hands.
Celine's
My
storyline play out
Inquisition have
more.
quartered ourselves in Fort Reach, and will remain for as long as it takes to heal this island.
Fort Reach? Sacrament's a bit out of your way then, isn't it?
My outfit encountered a group of raiders as we came ashore on your coast. We sent all of them to rejoin God, save one. I thought she might be of particular interest to you. We could have left her body by the side of the road with the other animals. Consider this an offering of goodwill from the church.
That was a weird camera angle. Partially blocked out by
Where
Ellsworth.
was the touch when our people were sick and starving? We're done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
Odessa. Don't.
Leave her. I'm sure the governor can properly discipline his own daughter. At least as well as he governs his city.
My apologies, Madrigal. It's... She does not stand for Sacrament.
Damn right I don't.
Guards, take her away.
This way, Risen. I should have never taught you that little move.
You will arrange an escort from my vanguard to Kalen.
Kalen? It will be done. Is there anything else we can do?
You can rejoice, Governor. Your salvation is at hand.
Oh, the Inquisition at our gates, and ceremony.
All right.
We've prepared lodgings below. A humble room, to be sure.
Get a bit of a move on now. I don't think I have anything I really need to store at the moment. Yeah. Alright, so we're good here. Talk to Davos. Or Danos.
Ugh, I've told the watch I'll have to head upstairs. Fine. Most days you'll make a...
Okay.
Oh, good, you're awake. Forgive the, grotesque display. I left at the watch. Now you I apologize. The Icor, go to the Watcher.
Are you? I...
Alright, so because I have 2 rings accessible, I'm gonna get a ring slot, I think.
Now, and if you roam...
It's usually my preferred priority is ring slots and then inventory then inventory slots, just so I can carry more stuff to sell and make more money without having to travel to Sacrament as often, and then weapon slots. I personally don't really care for hunger that much, but
Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress.
I know it is still nice to have.
The Madrigal.
At the Heretic's Gate. At the pagan door.
This is many lives ago. Your kind fought the curse. As God finds meaning even
This
in
character
broken
is
things.
creepy. The Inquisitors.
Sound of deliverance.
Very quickly though, let me go swap over to my other realm, my main realm. I want to see if Finnick is still out. I think that's his name, right? Finnick? I really hope I didn't miss his offerings. Game froze for a second, but all good. Check here, and then check Greenwich's shop. See what they've got. Oh, he is still there. Oh, Finley. I kept saying Finnick. Finley.
Here they come. Ah, Saren, the spectral warrior returns.
I like his hat.
I told you I would be here, and here I am. I offer you my goods for a small fee. A trifle.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Some rare items here. Oh, he has a spirit edge. Oh. Okay. And we got some crafting materials. Ooh, this boar's helm. This used to be a pure intellect weapon, no? The Siren Queen's horn? I thought that used to be intellect. Oh my god, thank god I did not miss this. This is huge. 32 silver? Bro, what the hell? Well, shit, I didn't realize it was gonna be that much. Luckily, I have a bunch of bombs to sell. Oh my god. It's not the best Spirit Edge, but it is a Spirit Edge that I can use. Man, but 32 silver? God dang. Oh, what is this? This is a new wand. I haven't seen this either. Oh, it has Lightning Storm. Dude, this is such a hard decision. I kind of want both. And it has 10 focus gain, which is insanity. This Spirit Edge is kind of expensive. I'm gonna see if I can't get that wand as well. Just because it's a brand new weapon, I'm curious to see how it feels to play. It also has shock, lightning storm, which from the previews does an absurd amount of damage, and I don't want to let that slip by. Okay, I don't really need that. The Cerulean Blade is also really good, but I don't care about it too much. Okay, let's see what I can sell. I need 32 silver, right? Can I sell my house to get that money back? I can. Can I actually? Because I have 2 homes. Does this UI not look complete? What do I have right now? I have 0 silver. I have 32 copper total. So what happens if I sell? Oh, I get the 30 silver back. Okay. So now I just have to sell 2 silver worth of armor, which I definitely have. So let me just grab some random stuff out of here. Let's see. So I can sell that. Probably not really going to be wearing plate, if I'm being honest. So we can look to sell that. Maybe one more thing. Just trying to look through, see what I've got perk-wise already built up. I don't need that. Okay, let's go sell those to Finley. And we can get this other wand and see how that feels.
You don't look from around here.
Wouldn't it be awful? Okay, I was gonna say, wouldn't it be awful if he was gonna be gone? Because I know he's only here for a certain amount of time. Actually, how much was it? Oh, that was only 19 silver. Oh, that's awkward. Oh well. Okay, let's see how this feels to play. Actually, first, I want to see if they changed the moveset at all. Okay, it feels similar. Oh, I'm heavy rolling. Okay, that's good. Charge attack? Yep, okay, so we can utilize charge attack still. That's good. Oh, interesting. Is this only a 3 attack combo? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's a 4 attack combo. I feel like most of the wands are 4 attack combos. Any charge attacks? Doesn't feel like it. No, no charge attacks. Sprint attack. Okay, just a bonk. Has a long wind up though, or recovery. Sprint and roll attack feels pretty similar. Okay. Let me go mess around with this a little bit. Because if it's the way that I think it is, this thing does tons of damage. Like instant cast, unavoidable, tons of damage. Oh, okay, that's not what I thought that was. That was pretty cool though. So that's that was lightning storm. What about lightning leap? Oh. Raindrop. Lightning leap. They're not kidding. You definitely leap. I was not expecting the 2-part attack. I thought you were just gonna do a quick jump in the air and kind of land, do like a hero landing and burst them. Let's see how much damage this does. I mean, it does decent damage. Oh, almost fell off. It feels like the leap, though, just does quite a bit more. Man, my frames are dropping. Not sure what's going on. Oh, nice. We got a bear heart. Any pestilence? Oh, there is one in the shallows here, and there's also one in the Nameless Pass. The Nameless Pass pestilence outbreak is kind of annoying to deal with. It just feels like there's too much, like too many things that you have to go, like nooks and crannies you have to go out and clear. Oh, there's a bear here. Okay. All right. Alright, so that first attack makes me leap backwards, which I didn't realize was going to be the case. I want to kill this bear though because I want some bear. I need bear paws and bear hearts for some of the armor I'm trying to craft. So let me just kill this bear right quick. Okay. No. Okay, I was gonna say for a second I can't loot that. Oh, that does that. Oh man. Did that do a chain lightning effect? Alright, good enough. I'm gonna switch back over to my other character, drop off Spirit Edge, and we will be good to go. Alright, I could teleport to my homestead. I forgot about that. We got that power now, which is very convenient. So we can drop off. I don't have any space. Just kidding. Drop it off in here. Just have to remember that I actually have it now. So now for shields, that's kind of the one thing I'm missing with my current build is just a good shield to go along with my stuff. We'll see when that comes along. Okay, we'll swap over to my other character now. And back to leveling. I feel so lucky to have access to that specific weapon in Finley's shop.
If you were to find yourself, would all sleep.
The desire sensor did not filter me today.
Look, seems fortune. I'm afraid we have spared the gallows. Although judgment, my father would rather place could be worse.
Okay, so now I need to go find
Wouldn't you like that? With my hands and anything you come across. And for you can find
Dark
there was
and start that quest chain. Do I have enough to Greenwich's? Oh yeah, I have plenty. Okay, easy. Complete that. That one. I don't have enough to upgrade the workers though. Don't have any fish skewers. So in the meantime, I guess we can advance film. Yeah, it should be okay to go with Fillmore's. Get those 3 rolling.
think you're up for chasing down. I told El that orders.
There's always so many quests once you get to this point.
If you want to serve my guard, I need to know that you can.
All right.
Very well then, Sim. If you help me keep.
Let's see what bounties we have. This Savage Pear is what I used to level up a little bit early in the game, when it initially released. How's it going, Arnold? Yeah, I try to keep my my house as organized as possible. I usually have a couple different weapon lockers set up. Usually I have it set up so that depending on what stat spread I'm using, there's a locker for weapons of that specific stat spread. Right now, I just haven't quite gotten to the point where I've collected enough weapons to require that many different spreads, so, or that many different lockers. So I'm kind of skipping that at the moment. This gives me 2 silver. This is in the Nameless Pass. It would be nice to get chip shield emblem. I guess that's not what I was thinking. I thought it was the topaz, maybe. Is this your first time playing No Rest for the Wicked, Arnold? Okay, some challenges. Not really the greatest set of rewards, but it is early level, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Your true armor is your better this.
I think I'll try to take on the Savage Pair, get that Plague Ichor early on.
They are relics. You should see it for yourself.
I have so many questions.
What kind of stat spread did you use for your sword and shield?
Hang on.
Every good to see.
I don't know if I really care about keeping this right now. I think the money is more important, so I can get a house built up here.
May your will be good to be back now on.
It's also important to buy these weapon shards every time you come back to Fillmore's shop every day. Start building up that stockpile of weapon shards. They could be a bottleneck if you're unlucky.
I knew we are all soldiers now.
I just finished my wand playthrough last night, so trying out something different. The wand build was my first time playing that pure mage build. That was pretty fun. I have some other things that I want to try out, particularly a pure faith longsword that is new to the game. Hadn't seen it before. It has a pretty decent moveset, so I'm wanting to try that out.
Everything is your prize.
I have so many questions.
There's nothing wrong with going with pure strength. The sword and board method works for everyone. I'm gonna go unlock the chef and then progress the dark storyline, and then probably go to the Nameless Pass and then go back to the sewers. So that's kind of my trajectory through the game, to kind of get as much experience as I can and stuff. Do you have a particular wand in mind that you want to try playing with? Because if I had a suggestion starting out, at least, I would recommend the Hoarfrost wand. Frost element in general is, pretty good. Being able to stun someone or freeze them is pretty powerful. So I would recommend trying that wand out if you have it accessible to you. This is awkward. Okay. I don't know how I got here, but we're here now. Yeah, there we go. Not ideal. I guess I could have just fast traveled. So we'll go kill the plagued pair. Rescue the... Oh wait, why are you guys here now?
Someone approaches. The Sacrament.
Oh right, because of Dark.
The only place.
Right, I forgot.
Not delay. Replenishing. It's important to be. Indeed.
Yeah, so we'll do that here in a moment. Okay, these arrows are so annoying. Gosh. It is constantly hitting you with these range attacks that are so precise. It's absurd. Did you ever happen to find a recipe for a wand called the Flame Becomes Us? Sorry, 1 second. I think I got a recipe or like a weapon recipe for the wand called Flame Becomes Us. It was very strong. It ended up being the wand that I used for the majority of my playthrough. I think I got it from Greenwich's shop. This time that. Okay, this guy's just wrecking me. Oh my god, I hate the push. It's always so fast. The only thing I would recommend with recipes is because some of them happen to be random, even if you're not planning on crafting them and using them, just to acquire them so that way you have them saved for later on. But I agree, like it can be overwhelming given how many weapons there are and different move sets and stuff like that. So just trying to find the things that you like and stuff like that is, oh my god, please sir, stop running away. My gosh. Okay, alright. This is not cool. There are a few enemies here. Oh, actually, I think that's a faith weapon that I can use to start scaling. Just trying to let them friendly fire each other, I guess. I really need to take out this archer. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Oh my god. Finally. Just trying to chase down this archer is so frustrating. Need to get rid of the shield guy next. Okay. One more hit should do it. Perfect. Oh my god, that had so much range on it. These guys can usually friendly fire each other down, so I'm just trying to put them into a position where they will hit each other. Oh my. We're gonna have to mulligan this one. I don't think I'm gonna live through this. Trying to get him to hit this big hammer guy. I can get some decent experience if I kind of have them hit each other. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to clip me. Yeah, because killing just one of these pairs gives you like 100 experience or something like that, I think. So you can farm them by just letting the axe guy friendly fire the hammer guy down. And then if you fail the quest, they both respawn and you can just repeat that process. So it could be an option to get some early levels, but it just depends on how quickly you can actually clear out these guys. The hard part is done. Just getting rid of those 2 archers makes this fight so much easier. Just need to keep the axe guy, or keep the hammer guy between me and the axe guy at all times. Oh. Like that. Perfect. Oh, this is where it does big damage. Oh, I got too greedy there. Hopefully they didn't fix this. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't actually mind if I die there. I can get a boost of experience this way. Well, I don't know if it's actually closer to run from here or go to the the whisper that's in the tower on the shallows. That's where I need to go anyhow for the chef. Unlock him. Oops. I find parrying in this game very satisfying, especially with some of the parry enchantments. So I tend to try to do it a lot. Now that they... Oh, okay, I got stunned. Now that they fixed the backstab animations, parrying or backstabs became a lot better feeling. They were kind of a pain to get in the early release, if you recall. I'm not sure if you were playing on day 1. Okay. Mistakes were made. Okay, broken? Oh, he's not gonna go. Not gonna hit that guy. I always fall for that push. No, stop targeting me. It's, okay, I guess the hammer guy is just stuck. There. Good chunk of experience. I was out of stamina. I was gonna say, this is gonna be really awkward if I die right at the last second. The sneak backstabs did get fixed with the first hotfix, maybe. They made it so that like enemies aren't quite as aware, so like you can more easily get up to them, or they fixed the sneak attack or backstab hit detection. If you haven't tried it lately, it did get updated, so that's it's a little bit more consistent now. But I agree, like before it wasn't even worth it to go for backstabs. I'm gonna need a good chunk of pine to upgrade Sacrament, so while I'm here, I'm just gonna grab them on the road. Oh, nice combo. The firebomb for the assist. Alright, I forgot I got a weapon that actually scales with my stats. Stagger damage is increased after... Oh, okay. I have 2 backstab perks, so this is... something about the game really wanted me to play backstab build. I don't think I've ever used this weapon. I don't know what its moveset is like. Okay, so it has a charge attack. What is its roll attack? You said you finished the entire first playthrough, Arnold. What was your favorite boss? For me, my favorite was the boss in Lowland Meadows.
God's reach. Finally, I was out
The
fishing.
bear.
I
I thought that boss was very cool. I was a big fan of it.
See if you can.
Oh, really? I guess I hadn't really had issues with backstabs myself. And you are doing like the sneak animation, right? Where like you're actually crawling like I am right now. Or not crawling, but crouch walking. It still might be a bit of a clunky feature that needs some work over time, we'll say. It does a ton of stagger. is... That rune attack doesn't do a lot of damage, but it did knock him down immediately. It still doesn't work, huh? Oh man. So I think he just explodes with a poke from my rune attack. Fatality. I guess, yeah, I guess I hadn't really realized that sneaks were acting or being a little ineffective. What was it, another combo? Yeah, I hope that that gets fixed then, because it seems like they're trying to make sneak a little bit more of a relevant mechanic in some cases. I think it'd be cool if they introduced a boss that sneak was relevant in, where maybe, I'm not sure if you play Demon Souls, but there's a boss there who's usually considered to be one of the hardest bosses, called the Old Hero, I think. He's hyper aggressive, but the trick is he's only hyper aggressive if he knows where you are, because he's blind. So if you just crouch or like just walk around, even though he's a hard boss, he can't actually fight you because he doesn't know where you are. And I think it'd be cool if they added a boss similar to that in here to kind of utilize the sneak mechanic in a more interesting way. Yeah, Atacandra, I haven't had any issues with sneaking either, so I thought that it got fixed in the first hot fix. Oh. Do you guys ever have this frame drop whenever you're entering new sections of the map for the first time? It happens very frequently for me. It's very annoying. Oh, just power through that. Oh, I just ate food for no reason. Perfect level up. Totally planned. Wasn't even paying attention to that.
Come on.
A good chunk of the attacks in this game can be parried, so they really tried to make it pretty... They try to make parrying a pretty diverse option, I think. Okay, so it might just be a recent thing then. Okay, let's see if I get the sneak attack here. Yeah, so like I was able to sneak walk up to him and didn't have any issues. I'm not sure because I thought it did get patched. Sorry you guys are having some problems with it. This mace does so much stagger, it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I just stopped going for backstabs after the initial launch of the breach because you could not sneak at all and get backstabs. Like, that was definitely impossible. And combat backstabs were impossible as well. You had to get lucky if you got them. But since the first hot fix, it's been smooth for me. Yeah, so there I was able to get one. Yeah, I'm not sure what the inconsistency would be. What weapon are you guys using? Like, is it, because, well, I guess you said that you were using wands now and you're having problems with it. And I wasn't really, like, in my first playthrough with wand, I didn't have any issues. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things that could be related to backstabs that could cause those issues.
Kick down the ladder! You have my thanks, wife's gonna kill me. I know, Caroline.
Get some recipes here. Oh, I need the fish skewer. Okay, I don't have enough. Let's also do this. Is this better? Damage taken decreased. It's hard to tell if armor is as valuable as just a damage taken decrease enchantment. Because I feel like just straight up damage decrease is better.
Oh, I'll clamber up.
One of the best feelings especially for backstabs is, I'm not sure if you guys have played with the rune Blink. You can buy it from Eleanor's shop. I think starting at rank 2 for her shop. That rune is really fun to play with. It's just like an instantaneous like short range teleport, and you can teleport behind enemies instantly and just backstab them in the middle of combat. It feels very anime with how quickly it happens, but it's so satisfying to pull off. Makes me think that like a build where you're running something like dual daggers or something, like you can be like a magical rogue type thing where you are instantly teleporting and stuff like that. Arcane Trickster from Arcane Trickster from D&D or something. Oh, that running attack is pretty good. Instantly dash. I'm just gonna clear out the Marin Keep here and then work my way towards Dark. Loot some chests while I'm here. There are some enemies that cannot be backstabbed. That is true. It's usually for the bigger enemies. The ones that... I think it's creatures. So like wolves, bears, stuff like that. Those can't be backstabbed. But things... like most humanoids that are of similar body sizes as you can be backstabbed. But anything larger than you... they cannot. Like you'll see some of those, like these enemies that have like really long maces. I forget what they're called. But they can't be backstabbed either. The best method to fight them is still hug their rear end and... oh gosh, there's 3 people here. Oh god, this is a mistake. Like this guy, even though he's bigger than me, I can still backstab him. He's not like... I'm not sure if you guys have played like D&D, but if you like think of it as like body sizes, where there's like small, medium, large, and extra large kind of thing. Anyone who's, I think, medium and maybe large, you can backstab, but anyone who's like extra large, you can't. In Dark Souls, aren't there some enemies that you also can't backstab though because they're too large? I might be misremembering. Oh, that was uncool. Okay, we're just missing each other. Item here. We got 1 copper. Oh my gosh. This targeting system is screwing with me sometimes. Yeah, the green mobs, like where they have like the really tall enemy, who does a couple like ground slams and stuff like that. That's what I was referring to. I can't. The Nith, I think, is what the faction is called.
Ellsworth arms field hands and farmers and sends them to the
Oh wait, I know. Yeah, I think you're talking about the bird enemies.
time we reach Sacrament.
I don't think I ever actually backstabbed them either. Oh gosh. Oh no. I was just trying to clear out enemies. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to roll.
You're fighting for a dead man. Ellsworth can't protect Sacrament. He can't protect anyone.
The bird enemies I found to be like one of the hardest to deal with. Just the constant reinforcements was always frustrating, or not necessarily frustrating, just made it more difficult, obviously. I just find it comical when you hit someone with a rune attack and they just explode. Drop a nuke on them. I have not used great shields at all. I did not realize that they would hold you in place when you were blocking with them. That seems like a pretty big hindrance. I don't have any strength builds to really use it. I assume you had enough strength to properly use whatever great shield you were trying.
Do it for...
Alright, so we got a few things as rewards here. So we got 2 in the Nameless Pass. Oh, I didn't actually do that yet. Okay. Whoops. I can go and take care of those really quick. So I guess I didn't realize there were 2 in Orban Blades. There is a great shield, legendary or unique great shield that I'm not sure if you've acquired yet. It's Falstead's like great shield or something like that, where anytime you block, it has a higher damage reflection. There are definitely builds around that type of shield that makes turtling pretty powerful, but like you said, it's a little boring to play around with. Where is this enemy at? Am I missing something? I just ran off the freaking edge. Oh, okay. Well, I found them by accident. That doesn't look like it's in the Orban Glades. That looked like it was in the shallows. Well, I accidentally found the target, maybe? I don't know. If I fall right here, does this kill me? Aha! Smart use of terrain. I think they were right here. Oh, this is still considered Orban Glades. Okay. Well, that's confusing. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I need more stamina. Okay. Tactical fall helped me locate the target. I guess I thought down here would be considered the shallows because, I mean, it's on the beach more so than not. And then the other enemy, okay, so he's up here. I hate this enemy type. Okay, that was pretty easy though. They really made weapon stagger increase, like they increased weapon stagger quite a bit. I remember on the release day, it felt like nothing was getting staggered ever. But now, stagger buildup is so much easier. Yeah, so like that enemy type is considered to be like the extra large enemy. I think every faction has an enemy type that is like considered extra large. Those types of enemies cannot be backstabbed. Anything that's of a similar size to you and humanoid can. Like this enemy can be backstabbed. If he's gonna let me. Oh, okay. I swear he can be backstabbed, but he's just not cooperating. But yeah, every faction has an enemy type that is a little bit larger. And for the Risen, I think, that enemy was that type. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, because that's the trend that I've been noticing. I don't think I can get to where I need to be from this side. I don't have the shortcut unlocked. Okay, so this enemy, this is the Nith enemy. Like this is their faction's like extra large enemy. You cannot backstab this guy. Like even though he's humanoid, he's considered to be too large. And so you can't backstab him. Chip Sapphire. Okay, so that adds cold damage. I don't remember how cold infusion works with weapons that deal cold damage innately. I don't think it stacks the way I'm hoping it does. Because the Spirit Edge, which is, again, the weapon I primarily want to use for this build, it does pure frost damage. So if I infuse it with a frost or cold gem, sapphire, does that just give me more cold damage? Because I think it does. But it's been a while since I messed around with that build in the original version or the initial release of the game. They do not stack? Okay. Well, even if it's the same infusion, they still don't stack. Because I know the way that if you use dual elements, it takes whatever the highest value is between the two. So like if you have a 10% heat damage infusion or something like that, but your weapon deals pure frost damage, it'll take... Where am I going? Oh right, I need to go up. If you have like a 10% heat damage infusion, so like your weapon might do an additional like 10 fire damage. But if you also have a... Sorry, I'm being really skippy in my speech and thought process. If you have a frost weapon, something that deals pure frost, so like let's say it does 100 frost damage, and you infuse it with a heat gem that only adds, let's say, 10% heat damage, it doesn't actually add 10% fire damage to the build. It just does nothing because it's taking the higher frost damage as its main amplifier. But if you add a 10% frost gem to a weapon that already does pure frost damage, I think that makes it do 110 frost damage, assuming that the gem that you're infusing it with adds 10% frost. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I just know it's really weird when you try to add two different elemental types into your build. It only takes whatever the highest value of the two is. So like if you have the enchantment for like heat enchantment, so like so Arnold, there are Eleanor sells a couple enchantments that allows you to add certain elemental types to your weapon. It's like you can get like frost added to your weapon, just like a temporary buff that gives your weapon elemental damage. If you use that buff and also have a gem of a different elemental type, it'll usually take whatever the highest value is between the enchantment buff or the infusion or your rune attack buff. Yeah. So those ones don't attack, or they don't stack. Whoa! I have not seen this enemy before. At least not with that crossbow. I've seen the enemy. Okay, he just ran through me. Okay, this guy's charge is a little buggy. Whoa. Oh no, inventory's full. Okay. Gonna drop some of the stuff off. 37. I need to keep a torch just in case. All right, we drop our wooden sword. Only 12 silver. So you're saying, Arnold, if you've tried it so that if you use like a frost rune attack and you have a cold infusion gem, the two do not stack? That would be good to know. I haven't actually tried that route, to be totally honest. Oh, okay, okay. I thought the same element did stack, but different elements did not. That is good to know, thank you. Do you guys know if you can get up on this ladder yet? Is this a part of Sacrament? I don't remember. I think it's right here. Okay. I think I did get that unlocked before, but it's just been a minute since I've been on that side of Sacrament. This is a different part, Arnold, than the one in Lowland Meadows. That one is... The one you're thinking of is more, like right here. It's this access point. Yeah, okay. Near the painter. Okay, got it. I kind of remember being there before, but I just haven't gotten that unlocked in this playthrough. Or in my since the Breach update, I haven't gotten them updated or unlocked. Okay, so I think I got a lot of this early stuff out of the way. I can go into the Nameless Pass now. What level am I? Level 10? Need to sell some stuff before I collect these bounties.
Read about it, Mary. No, fine.
Um, 22 damage on a parry. That's the phrasing on that is a little weird. I never quite understood. Like, deal 22% damage on of what? Is it like 22% of your weapon's damage? Because that would make the most sense, but yeah, just seems a little unclear to me. I like having fire throw. Maybe I'll extract that rune. It would make sense if it's our weapon damage, right? Because even if you don't have a shield equipped, you can still parry. So I think it is related to weapon damage. I need to get Whitaker's shop advanced. Have you guys played around with heal aura very much? Because the heal effect on it is actually pretty strong. Like, surprisingly strong. Saves you a lot of healing early on.
These are my scissors. No, these are my scissors.
Better this
So it gave us a level up. Okay, so we can turn that in. And I just need to enchant 2 weapons for that challenge. How much money do I have currently? 20 silver. Okay, we're almost... I mean, I can buy a house now. I usually like to get this one, the homestead, just because it's very central to a lot of Sacrament. So it's easy to just run between shops and Danos here and other things. So 2 minutes on Fillmore's, okay. And we can get Whitaker's started. The port to and from your house is in the game. You get it from running the Serum Crucible. And there's a shopkeeper inside of Serum Crucible where you have to unlock the shop. But he sells different items, and one of those items that he sells is the house teleport. I forgot that that was a thing in the game too, but I unlocked it last night. And it's very helpful. Definitely worth making a trip into the Serum Crucible to unlock the shop in there and pick that up. I mean, the Crucible is fun to run through. I'm not sure if you're a big fan of roguelikes, though. It is definitely not for everyone, I suppose. But it is, I mean, it's pretty fun. It's fun to get super overpowered and make a run through there. With my build last night, I was able to pretty much one-shot the boss in the Crucible. It was very satisfying. I should probably put a video out about that, just to summarize the way that kind of felt to play. All right, so Fillmore's is complete. Oh, you know what? I think Fillmore at Tier 2 has another faith weapon I can get access to. He also has his better... Oh gosh. Alright, this is the bounty. Oh no! What? I like how they instantly die if they land in the water, whereas we can swim. Oh, I was reading your message and I fell. What do you mean it starts to become a drain on your food though? Wouldn't that mean that you usually avoid having to eat as much food because you get to just one-shot everything and not worry about taking any damage? No, don't fall again. Oh man. Ugh. The determination ring, is that the one that lets you use your health instead of focus? Or, yeah, it allows you to continue to use focus even if you are out of it. Okay. Yeah, that ring is absurd. I do not have it, but something tells me that it is probably on the chopping block for getting a bit of a tweak in its functionality.
You're gonna wallow in your blood.
Oh god, no! He scared me. Okay, good. I was about to die there. I was about to get staggered and this guy was just gonna munch me. Alejandra, did you say that you had played No Rest for the Wicked before the Breach update?
Sure you want to head that way? Nothing that I see how you live. Mainland looks down.
Climb up here. Shift this guy over here. I don't remember if this is a relevant item or not. If it's a key or something. Or is it just gold? It's just gold. Okay. Oh dang, you did 200 hours? You did a little bit more than me. I was at 130 and I had 4 max. I beat the Crucible on 4 or 5 characters. I don't quite recall how many exactly. But yeah, I had a few different builds finalized and stuff like that. So I kind of knew what type of build I wanted to play going into this. Or I knew what kind of builds I wanted to play going into, or after my first wand build. So, yeah, I already had some experience going in. But they added some new weapons that I was really interested in giving a shot. Such as a couple new scythes. One scythe that they added was for, I think pure faith. And another one they added was for strength and dexterity. And I really want to try the strength and dexterity weapon. I think that, oh no, I think I have a better solace ring. Yeah, that's 39%. Oh my god, again? I freaking hate this enemy. It always scares me. God. I agree that I try to find some pieces of armor that are more fitting to like certain characters and like the theme of your character. So it's definitely not just you. It can be expensive, but I mean, the real end game is looking good, right? It's part of the thing, part of the experience. I need to get better tools. I need to, as soon as I get to the next whisper, I need to unlock or pay Philmore a visit. A lot of the crafted items do look good. I just got the recipe for a plate set that I'm very interested in giving a try. I just need a lot of bear items, and I don't quite have those unlocked. Specifically, a lot of bear hearts. Okay. That's the other shortcut. Got turned around slightly. Is my axe about to break? It should survive. Yeah, there's a lot of armor to collect, and I definitely haven't gotten to the point where I can compile a list. Oh gosh, am I gonna die? No. Oh my freaking god, that wolf. I did not check to see how much health I had. But yeah, I think compiling a list of all the different armor sets would be pretty convenient for trying to determine what looks you want to go for and stuff like that. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense for why they would want to avoid the cosmetic type of the transmog effects for different armor pieces. I'm still curious as to how like PvP is gonna work and stuff like that. Like I'm so interested. It's like I think this game has incredible potential for PvP. Bombs not consumed. I wonder how good it is to make like a bomb build. I don't think it'd be very effective, but it could be fun. I already have a Solace ring, so I probably don't need this. Probably sell that. Get a little silver.
Good day to you.
Upgrade to iron tools. Oh, here it is. You can get malice. Wanted to try this out.
Victory is born in the forge. Warrior's only as good as his weapon. I see the glint of steel in your eyes.
That's true. Like if you could change your gear look from a heavy armor to another heavy armor type, I think that would make sense. So maybe that is something they could visit, especially if we, as players, gave feedback on something like that, because that's a good suggestion. There are some really cool armor types or armor appearances for the different armor categories.
Victory is born in the forge.
Arnold, are you asking for the list of enchantments? Because someone did put together a list for those types of things.
Only as good as his weapon.
It was somewhere on Reddit, I think. I don't have it immediately in front of me, but there were the developers, Moon Studios, did put out a compilation of the different enchantment types that are available to the different weapons and their rarities.
I see the glint of steel in your eyes.
A lot of people do seem to be going for the indestructible and unrepairable combo, but I haven't really tried for that too much, just because I don't know, it seems a little boring to me. Like you can get a different and positive enchantment that does something a little bit more interesting. Just as an example, like you can increase like your healing output in some cases. I think that's a little bit more interesting on your gear than just having an indestructible piece. And then as a negative, having something like increased or decreased stagger resistance. So I don't know, I just think it's more interesting to play around some of the positive and negative effects that the game offers. The Crimson Guard shield. We always got to make sure we buy out all of Greenwich's shop, because some of these items are very rare. Oh, nice. He had a diamond. I'm gonna go and fuse that. I don't really think I have any good armor to really put it in right now. I might just throw it into my chest piece just because, and then
Make the world your
use that with time. Actually, you know what I just thought about? I think my previous chest piece had a diamond infused on it, and I sold that chest. So that's unfortunate. Didn't think about that. How's it going, Anthony? Greenwich's shop right now on this realm is only tier 2. Tier 2 is when the good stuff starts to drop, so you definitely want to rush to get to that point. Alright, we're just going to infuse this gem onto this chest. We're committing to this chest piece, so I got to upgrade that.
I guarantee, shelves full again by sunrise.
Oh yeah, that's true, Arnold. I do have a couple. I think I have a single piece that sorry, I have a single piece of armor that has 2 scaling with durability enchantments, and I have indestructible on those, but I think that's the only thing that really utilizes them. Until I get a house, I'm just gonna drop everything in here. Should probably try to use some of these medium potions. Kind of forgot about them, to be honest. Oops. I want to keep this and my fish skewer. Remind me how the Diablo 4 system worked. Was that where you can only change the appearance on a certain piece of gear one time, or was it a system where you implemented the cosmetic effects for that armor piece, regardless of what you had equipped? Like, it always has the appearance in effect, regardless if you're swapping your gear around. I think I have to go for inventory right now. I don't have a 3rd ring to really equip. But I could just finish the rings. We'll just go with inventory.
Is it true? There is.
Okay, it always has the same appearance. That's what I thought it was. I couldn't quite remember. Yeah, I mean, the developers seem willing to pivot on their opinions on certain things, almost too much in some cases. So we'll see what they end up thinking with stuff like cosmetics and stuff. They might end up walking back their opinion.
Choke on them,
Okay. What? Did you see that? That guy had like a effect like he fell in water. I don't know if I like this Nameless attack combo. It's literally just a 1-2 combo. Oh, wooden shield? What is this? Dexterity? Oh no, it's actually a faith shield. Okay. Gain 2 focus on block. I don't block though, so that's okay. Oh, okay, so you consume the item, and in doing so, you just permanently have the appearance available to you. I mean, it seems like a decent option, and you can always just swap around to it if you want. I just think that your point about PvP and maybe misrepresenting what your character has available to you is maybe one of the reasons why they are being a little bit stricter with their transmog or their cosmetics. We would just need them to actually try PvP in the first place to see how, like, if that would even be a concern that they have to keep in mind. Because it could just be a non-issue. Did I miss a shortcut? I think I missed a shortcut. Oh, god dang it. Nameless Pass is so massive. Oh, I did not see the guy from the left. Okay. Oh god, she chucks spears. I don't like that my running attack. I can't see anything. This camera is not doing it for me. My attack, what is it? Surging Slash. It feels very fast and knocks down. Nice, got 2 wolf claws for that one. Friggin' wolf just attacks me off screen. For the... Are you referring to the negative effects of some of your enchanted gear, Arnold? The serum armor is awesome. I have not enchanted mine. I'm still kind of just sitting on it, because I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. For my curse effects, I try to avoid anything. The ones that I found to be non-issues were effects like increased weapon stamina cost and stuff like that. The wand that I was using didn't really feel like it had a major stamina cost associated with it, so oh nice, chipped amethyst. So I didn't really find that to be a major problem. I wouldn't stack the effect though. Something else that I found to not really be a major issue is healing reduction when there's multiple enemies around. But that was mostly because of my build and the way it kind of just instantly could kill things. So whenever I would start a fight, it would just be me eliminating at least a single enemy. So if it was just, if there were multiple, I could negate some of the effects of that curse and it wouldn't impact me quite as much. If I have anything that affects my focus though, I instantly get rid of it, because focus is kind of my lifeline in a lot of those cases, and if I can't generate focus or I lose focus for any reason, then my whole build kind of falls apart. So it really just kind of depends on what you're trying to do. Health isn't necessarily a bad thing to sacrifice either. The drain health in combat can be mitigated with effects like regenerates health in combat. So there are ways to get around some of the negative curses. Oh no, come back here, Iron. Oh yeah, the decreased move speed is always fun. You feel like you're just slow walking everywhere. Massive detriment to a lot of what you're doing. $12 now, okay. How much focus? We're still good on equip load. I'm starting to get into the stage where I start to save attributes for in case I find a piece of armor that is pretty decent, but it's too heavy for me to equip. Not quite to that point, but getting there. Man, some of the camera views in this game. Oh no, it's another chip diamond. Okay. We go throw that on. Pretty lucky to get that back to back. So chest is level 2. Probably throw these on my pants, I think. Aw, I got the low roll on this experience gain. Just realized, but that's okay. I think it's probably worthwhile to take some of these experience potions. Yeah, I think the strong point of this game is definitely the campaign, Anthony. So this is, I don't have any problems running through and just replaying on different characters. I wish the plague, or the pestilence endgame system had. I'm not even sure what I would want to see exactly from it. I think one is seeing some fresh boss ideas, because currently it's just recycled bosses, right? So I think seeing some like brand new unique bosses for that specifically could be interesting. Physical damage increased by 6%. Those gloves seem pretty nuts. But yeah, the end game definitely could use a little bit more interesting features. Okay, maybe I actually just use this and let's get a 10% or here we go. Let's go. 10%? I got back-to-back 3%. Come on. That's unfortunate.
Hello, old friend.
Oh, I just realized I didn't have the alchemist. Was it Marcos? I don't have his shop unlocked yet. I don't really like the quest line to go unlock his shop. The zone bothers me. So Whitaker's is done in 24 minutes. Let's see, I have enough resources to upgrade one more. Caroline's is also nice to get because it gives you a bed to heal at. So maybe I start with that. I do have enough for Fillmore, so we can probably start upgrading that. I should have done Greenwich's first. I'm a fool. Well,
You look like the adventurer.
we can try to go grab some extra resources here. Yeah, clay is one of the biggest bottlenecks in the upgrade process. You just gotta try to dig every site that you can find.
They came like some the two who left the door.
I need to quickly clear this and get to Finley so I can unlock his secret shop. Because today, if you guys haven't already unlocked Finley, definitely go try to do it today because he's only available on Saturdays. Also, I just took so much damage there. Bane's crested armor. Plate armor? Very woodsy type of feel. This rune attack doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does knock them down, and you can immediately follow up, which is decent. Okay. Really? I guess I've just been ignoring him then, because it still said... Actually, I guess the last time I checked the note on his shop, it just said Saturdays, but it's been a while since I've actually confirmed that. And by like, it's been a while, it was before the breach update, so... I guess I've been sleeping on the Finley update. Oh, he did not show up to town? Okay, so maybe I'm doing this for nothing then. Maybe it makes it so that the next reset is when he actually unlocks. Oh god, okay, I almost, I almost jumped to my death there. I think it's Saturdays based off of your in-game time, if I'm not mistaken. I hate the witch teleports. Yeah, I got very lucky with my Finley today. I've been trying to find a Spirit Edge, and he just happened to have it today. Like, it was the first one I've seen in all of the playthroughs. Now, it wasn't a good Spirit Edge, but it was a Spirit Edge. And that's what we're looking for this build. At least to get it off the ground. Is it actually based off of your, like your actual, like operating system time zone? So I guess that does make sense to get it started, but I thought it was, related to the in-game time, like in the top right. Man, I swear these witches are so annoying to fight sometimes. Is that too far? Too far. Maybe that'll work? I remember when I first started playing No Rest for the Wicked, the first week, you couldn't progress Nameless Pass after one of their patches. Like, they had a hotfix, and in that hotfix, it broke this crane. You couldn't rotate this crane as far as you needed, and as a result, you couldn't actually unlock this next stage of the map. So I was just locked out of the game for a while, but there was a workaround that was later discovered where you could climb up this piece of lumber and access this zone up top here that would otherwise not be available to you. So it's like they introduced a bug, but then they had a fix in place with another bug. Good times. Early access things, fun times. Oh, agility ring. Getting that pretty early is nice. I wish I would have saved my Plague Eye core. But I think I replace this regainable health one. Have you guys messed around with regainable health very much? Because I don't know if it's good or not. Oh. Yes. I have been looking for this light shield specifically for so long. With my wand build, I needed an intellect shield a light intellect shield, so I finally got the right one. I have been looking for that shield for so long. Yeah, and the shield comes purple, so I can just re-enchant it. Oh, nice. I get clay just sitting there natty. Yeah, I'm looking for the damage increase enchantment, so I'm going to be re-rolling for that one a few times. Is there a no-brainer gem to use on a wand with cold infusion already on it? Yeah, the best one to use otherwise is just increase focus gain. You definitely cannot go wrong with that enchantment. Or that infusion. Otherwise, I think another decent one is the reduced stamina cost on your attacks. So you got a couple options, but I think focus gain is on average better. Oh. Oh my god, I got a third diamond. Okay. This character is going to the moon. Alright, ice throw, very good. Probably the best elemental throw weapon. Rune attack, so pretty sick to see that. I'm gonna go and see if I can't equip this gem. I don't really know if I have a good equipment piece or armor piece to throw it on right now. It's just kind of ending up on miscellaneous pieces of blue gear, at least starting out here. Just trying to power level.
Everything is a prize.
I felt.
Okay, so we'll throw it on some pants. Okay, that's 5%. So we have a total of 11% increased experience gain just in gems alone. So we got 21% with the potion that I have equipped. Not too bad. Anthony, what kind of weapon build are you using? And are you on your first playthrough still, or working on a second playthrough? Or maybe even more? Why am I not using my rune attack? There. Jeez. Thank you, sir. It feels not very worthwhile to use my rune attack. Okay, I guess maybe that's effective. I didn't realize that that guy was gonna get knocked down. Okay, nice. We get the Plague Eye Core. We can upgrade our 3rd ring slot. And I do have access to a 3rd ring slot, so that's pretty good. Oh, dang, you're already on your 4th playthrough with the hammer. Are you using a pure strength in that case? Or which hammer are you trying to go for? There was one hammer I really like to use. I think it's the spliced hammer. It was I think it was a Dex Faith hammer, which was pretty cool to use. It had like a really fast moveset, which is why I liked it. Fast moveset for it being a 2-hander, that is. Oh. I was trying to see if she could hit him with a range attack. I think if I just dump all of my upcoming attributes into Faith, so I need 21 more points, so I need 7 levels before I can use Spirit Edge. So level 19 is the earliest in which I could use it. I got a ways to go. It's a little annoying, but we'll get there. Faith and strength. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of what hammers Faith and strength had available to them. Is there one that is like I think there's one that had like Fire Slam or something like that, or Eruption maybe. And it's a really cool attack animation. It's just really expensive, and you are invulnerable while you're using it, so that's pretty cool to see. But it doesn't do as much damage as it doesn't do as much damage as I was hoping. Oh my god, I got that off. I didn't mean to backstab this guy, but he got beat. Okay, got that. Nice, good to see some wolf claws unlocked. That hit me, but not this other guy. Bullcrap. I hate it when they teleport to like different verticality. Oh, okay. The climber's pick is the one that has fire throw on it, right? Yeah, that's a pretty effective weapon to start with. This guy's close to falling off. Oh my gosh. We are just taking these guys to pound. This weapon attacks so fast. It's like a boring attack animation, but I mean, you can't really complain when it doesn't cost that much stamina to use. It doesn't really lock you into really long attack animations. It's just a boring attack cycle though. Doesn't have any charge attacks either, so you can't play around with charged weapons. It gets the job done for now. I like how you can just hit these guys through here.
Who's there? Someone of the fled. Quiet. They'll hear it. You there? It is your moral duty to set me free. And me as well. How can you help? We don't have hands.
I got locked out of here. Earlier in the Breach update, I had an issue with this room where my character was stuck in this weird climbing animation. Like, no matter what I tried to climb, my character would just climb it backwards, and I would not... It would, like, make me fall off any ledge that I tried to climb. So I just could not progress through this section of the map because, well, as you might be aware, you have to climb up a few of these different ledges. Luckily, it fixed itself after I just logged it out of the game and then back in. But it was scary to deal with considering I had issues before trying to progress through Nameless Pass. Sudden flashbacks. Oh. Didn't mean to jump there. Yeah, we were just talking about it earlier in the stream where Arnold was still having issues with sneak attacks. So we were trying to figure out why the inconsistency between different players would be. But we never really got to the consensus, but a lot of us seem to have a better experience with it so far, so I'm glad that that got fixed because it does make some of the tougher enemies a little bit more bearable to deal with. I don't want to go down there quite yet. Mostly because I'm scared of dying. And I want to try to unlock Finley here. Even if he's not going to show up. Oh, nice. I got a medium experience potion. I don't know about you guys, but I fell into this trap where previously experience potions used to just give you a flat amount of experience. And this is before the Breach update. So experience potions used to give you just flat experience. It wasn't a buff. And so I collected a bunch of them on my first playthrough. Like I had one large, like 5 mediums, and a few smalls. And when I started this character that I'm on right now, I had the intentions of using all of my accumulated experience potions to power level this character. And I went onto the realm that has my experience potions. I queued them all up. I consumed my first and only large experience potion, only to realize it's a buff and it doesn't actually give me any immediate experience points. So I basically just wasted my large experience potion, and I was big sad. So I've since learned my lesson and have been a little bit more aware of how to use them now.
Temple. But you must free. Ah, yes. I can feel the wind. Ah, my thanks. My name is.
What do you think Finley's bird is called?
I traffic in my search for order. Now, in my untethered form.
Do you think he talks to his bird when he's doing his psychosis talk? I guess I didn't even realize that the buff could fall off from death like that. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry that happened. Mistakes were made. All right, let's see how this goes against these guys. Oh, we traded there. That's not great. Need to let my stagger recover a bit. That guy had a massive hitbox. The fact that this attack even knocks down large enemies is... it's actually pretty good. Got heat enchantment. All right. 95, 30, 26. We could probably skip those. Oh. This enchantment on this stag of embers for damage increase by 60% at full focus. I don't know if you guys have played with that enchantment, but if you're playing a burst build, like I was with my wand build, that enchantment is insane. I'm not sure what the strongest rune attack is. Like, I'm not sure if Apocalypse is maybe the strongest, or whatever does the most burst damage. That just makes it even burstier and absurdly good. Like the wand that I have, it has converging flames, which if you're not aware, that makes it so that it's a channeled spell, so it does insane damage as you channel it. But the channeling doesn't consume your focus until you release the spell. So you charge up the attack, make it do a ton of damage, and then on top of that, it's going to have a 30% increased damage boost. So it does insane damage. So Arnold, my understanding on the regainable health, and there's also a note about it from some of the enchantment lists that the developers put together. Have you played Bloodborne before by chance? Because it seems like the effect makes it so that if you take damage you can recover a portion of the damage that was dealt to you if you're attacking enemies. So if you take damage and you're also attacking someone, like let's say you have a bunch of poise and you trade damage with an enemy, I think it makes it so that you recover some of the health that you were, some of the damaged health that you received. I have it on one of my rings too. I have this Solus ring. I honestly haven't really been paying attention to it, so I don't know if that's the effect, like the actual effect that's being applied. But that was my interpretation. But it's not the same as lifesteal, right? I think it's a little different, correct? I actually don't know. I'm also trying to figure some of this stuff out. Because it doesn't quite say that it's just a straight up healable or like a recovery increase or healing increase. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we unlocked Finley. We're going to see if he's actually going to be available. It sounds like the answer is going to be no, but it's always worth it to check. I'm still so surprised that the one Spirit Edge that we found happened to be available today. It also cost 32 silver for that weapon.
So this is the Jewel of Sacrament.
Yep, okay, so he's not here. Around special nature, blah blah blah. My comings and goings are that as unpredictable as a fall of night. But usually you will find me from 8 p.m. until midnight. Okay, so that makes it seem like he is actually available every single day, but within a certain time frame. Before I think this note specified that he only showed up on Saturdays.
On watch.
Which I think is a much better change, honestly. So, I just have to remember to actually check that going forward.
That beast in was supposed to be mine. In the Sacrament of all places.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the ring is actually doing either. My understanding was just that it involved damage received and healing it with attacks. Or like by you attacking enemies. I don't think I really care about a lot of this stuff right now. I will hold on to some of the weapons though. Except for the yew longbow because that can be bought at Winnick's shop. What's an enemy armor decreased by 47? When I eventually make... Oh, actually? Maybe I do hang on to this one. Because eventually this build will become a frost build. So maybe that's worthwhile. Or actually, this build will become both a shock and frost build. I think I hold on to that for now. Do I have enough silver for a house? Just short. I'll probably sell a couple things. No, we'll hold on to it for now. Or do you give me enough silver? Oh, nice, you do.
A true serum? Better off sleeping under a door. Someone really ought.
Right, I'm gonna go buy a chest now. We'll see if Winnick even has it available. Or not Winnick, what is... Whitaker. Wrong W name. So it costs 2 silver. So if I sell some of the things I just got, is this gonna put me over? Nice. Not too worried about upgrading weapons and stuff like that quite yet. Just gonna drop off this chest and drop off my items, and then we'll try to finish up the rest of Nameless Pass. Definitely want to make sure I leave that shield. I have to remember that I have a shield in here that I can use.
The Great Scott! There's a serum. Step inside of us. This city, where have you?
Dang it, I'm still 1 spruce short. I know there's a ton in the Nameless Pass where I'm about to go, but I thought I collected enough.
Strange expedition, this one. Don't mind saying this backwater wasn't my first choice. But a knight of House Boleyn, always, for nearly a century, House Boleyn has sat at the head of the... Not the church and its eerie... With any luck, we'll be back on them.
I'm gonna go collect all these spruce trees over here. I should have bought the iron axe from Whitaker's shop before doing this, I suppose. This is probably gonna break my axe just trying to cut all these down. Yeah, it's good enough. I don't want to have this become a farming simulator.
The gate to the Holy City did not fall shut without reason.
How's it going, real classic?
The ancients built it to defend against the plague.
The ancients are dead, Governor. It's our duty,
Doing pretty good. How are you?
to save the people of Caelin. Can you not hear them yourself, crying out for help, calling us through the stone? Tender of the word. There's a beauty to the the church consider. I think there is an
Alright, next up is going to deal with the twins. And then that wraps up Nameless Pass, and then we can go into the sewers. I'm going about this a little bit different than what I did in my first playthrough. So I think the sewers are a higher level technically than this section of the map. Are you going through and playing some Wicked Classic? No. Just hanging out. Well, happy to have you here. Maybe we can convince you to play some No Rest for the Wicked in the future. Oh, I guess I'm fishing now. That was not intended. I don't understand what the different fishing poles actually do in this game. Only PS3 and 4, huh? That's almost retro gaming at this point. Sometimes I play it. Especially if I want to try to play a PlayStation 1 game, I will use my PlayStation 3 because it's actually backwards compatible. Heticondra, I did not realize that that could be a combination, but that sounds insane. That makes like utility weapons even stronger. Like if you just throw on heal rune or heal aura. Just never have to worry about food ever again, except for maybe for the buffs. What types of games do you play, Classic? If you're not much of a gamer, but oh, sorry, I'm also streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so I have two different chats going on, which is maybe why it's a little confusing. Oh god, I didn't want to start the boss yet. Yeah, what kind of games do you play if you're more of a PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 type of gamer?
When you took their eyes and cut their throats. But there are no gods to answer. Not even yours.
No, not necessarily on Twitch, but just in general. Oh gosh, I missed my parry. Just never let him attack. It's just, that's all you gotta do. Did they add any new unique weapons to the game? 'Cause I know they have the new like rings and stuff that we've seen, but I'm not sure on brand new weapons. Most of the unique weapons were not super good, if I remember correctly. I think one of the only good ones was maybe the dual blades or the dual daggers.
Every man is a ghost.
Every bit out.
Could probably equip this Nith helmet. Should have probably actually kept that bow, even though I would never use it. Had a couple decent effects. Oh, okay, Classic. So you have a game blog. That's pretty cool. What do you tend to write about? I did not. So there's a ring. Sorry. There's 3 unique rings that got introduced, correct? There's one that swaps your focus and your health, and one that makes it so that your focus attacks or rune attacks now can also use your health. But I thought there was a 3rd unique ring.
Why? I felt. Make the world go.
Don't quite remember though.
May your true name
So short. Okay.
On the left. The world is your fingertips.
Alrighty. I think I'm probably gonna end stream here actually. It's getting a little bit later for me, so thank you everyone for stopping by and chatting with me. We got some good progress today on our 2nd character. Just need to get to level 19, I think, so. Or was it 21? I don't remember. But we're getting there. Then that character will start to come online, so. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you next time. Thanks again.